audience, you may be seated. Good morning to our guest of honor, Dr. Maliki Osman, MP for Sembawang GRC, Mrs. Tan, Mrs. Cole, and Mrs. Tang, our distinguished guests, parents, teachers, and pupils. We would like to thank Dr. Maliki for taking his time to grace our annual Speech Day and Prize Giving Day. Welcome, everyone.
After spending the 6 years in the primary education and learning the school values through the many activities specially tailored for our pupils, it's time now for us to say farewell to them. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's put our hands together to welcome our primary 6 graduates.
And here we present to you 6K.
Let's welcome Class 6J.
welcome 6E.
Let's welcome 6D.
Let's put our hands together for 6C.
Let's welcome Class 6B.
And last but definitely not least, we have with us 6A. Let's give a big round of applause again for all our graduates.
It's now our pleasure to invite our principal, Mrs. Tan Chin Chiu, to say a few words. Mrs. Tan.
Good morning, Dr. Mohammed Maliki Osman, Parliamentary Secretary for Ministry of Community Development, Youth and Sports, and Ministry of National Development, and Member of Parliament for Sembawang GLC Admiralty Division, grassroots members, School Advisory Committee Chairman and members, volunteers of Woodgrove, parents, teachers, and pupils. First, let me thank Dr. Maliki for honoring us with his presence and gracing this occasion despite his busy schedule, and also to all the parents here for making time to spend with us this morning. This morning is the 7th prize giving day, and it is certainly a far cry from our very first one that we held in this hall in 1999. Where we could not even fill up 1/3 of the hall, and we did not have any primary 6 pupils then. Today, we have 509 pupils graduating from this year's primary 6 classes. It gives me immense pleasure to see this hall now filled to maximum capacity, and I am deeply proud to be standing in front of all of you for the last time. We have shown a good trend in our PSLE results since the pupils started sitting for the PSLE. Though this morning's batch of primary 6 pupils is our 5th batch, what is significant is that this is the 2nd batch who had been nurtured by us all the way from primary 1. The PSLE results will be announced next Thursday, 24th of November. I am confident that, like your predecessors in previous years, many of you will be excelling and making us proud of you. You will be embarking on your next schooling phase in the secondary schools. Your teachers and I hope that we have cultivated the right values and skills for you to be equipped for life during the 6 years you have spent with us in Woodgrove. Let me bring you back to your first day with us. I'm sure you did not know then that you will be gaining the world of knowledge that you have in you right now. Today, you will leave us not only as a grown-up child of 12 years old, but as one who will be prepared to take on the challenges that lie ahead of you. Remember what you have learned from the teachers here. Not only have they taught you well in maths, English, science, and the languages, but they have also taught you how to get on in life as a useful citizen of Singapore. So I urge you to live up to our school motto of being staunch, stable, steadfast, in order to be successful in all your endeavors. Our school has come a long way, and our journey has been a fruitful one with strong and unstinting support from all our parents and stakeholders, including the CC. The road was not smooth, as we had to cope with the increase in classes at every level and deploying our young teachers. We had to look into how best to deliver the curriculum and upgrade all our teachers' skills. However, the system that we had in place enabled to put things in perspective. And in July this year, when the school was validated by an external team, we had received a favorable report. On top of that, the appraisal team was so impressed with the school's high level of teaching and learning methodologies that we have been invited to share what we have here with all schools in Singapore through a website linked to the school appraisal branch. We are currently working on this website. The next step for the school will be to work towards the SQC or the Standard Quality Plus. I am confident that this would be possible in the very near future for Woodgrove Primary. Since the inception, the school had to be creative in raising the level of the pupils' performance through numerous programs and activities. To go through all these programs and activities this morning, it will mean that you will have to sit here for another 6 hours. So I'll briefly touch on some of them. For example, this year, TASK, which stands for Teaching Activities for Science Knowledge, was introduced. We appointed our very own master teachers from our own staff to conduct science lessons in the hall for more than 150 pupils in each time slot. The lessons were experiential, and pupils were given opportunities to handle the experiments and find out answers on their own. We introduced this in January, and by February, I had received positive feedback from parents that their children had suddenly taken keener interest in their science lessons. During the lessons, other teachers who facilitated the lessons had opportunities to learn from each other. We believe that eventually this will lead us to having a strong team of skillful, effective science teachers, and in turn, all our pupils will benefit from their teaching. Each year, our primary 6 pupils spend their September holidays meaningfully with us, revising with the teachers at Camp Hope. HOPE is the acronym for Helping Ourselves Prepare for Exams. During the 2.5 days in the camp with us, the pupils are actively engaged in well-planned exercises which help them to focus on improving on the areas of weaknesses. We felt that this camp had been very meaningful. We were able to supervise the children closely. We know that many of the pupils, if left on their own, whilst their parents are busy working away from home, they would have wasted their time. So Camp Hope had provided the necessary support that was much needed by our P6 pupils in preparation for their PSLE. There have been countless achievements over the years. Let me update you with some of the latest ones. At the New South Wales competition for English, Maths and Science, more than 30% of our pupils scored distinctions, high distinctions and credits. At the Singapore Mathematical Olympiad, another national competition organized by the Chinese High this year, the pupils clinched a silver and 3 bronze awards. Pupils who participated at the 2005 International Chinese Language Competition for Primary Schools, organized by Creative Technology and Taiwan MOE, clinched a gold award, a silver award, and a bronze award. Last year, 7 of our pupils were accepted into the gifted program, and this year we had 4 successful ones. For a neighborhood school, this is really an achievement that we can be proud of. Our school robotics team was one of the top 10 teams out of 480 teams who participated at the National Junior Robotics Competition organized by the Singapore Science Centre. The school was also awarded the MOE Sustained Achievement Award Physical Fitness for the 3rd time running, for the school's 5th success of gold awards for Trim and Fit. Here, let me make special mention of one of our pupils, Kalish, son of Kalaimani of 5 age. He was awarded a $2,000 scholarship by the Singapore Badminton Association for his achievement at the Cheers Yonex competition, where he was placed nationally 2nd in the boys doubles category. Kalish rushes down to the Singapore Badminton Hall each evening after school and trains for 3 solid hours. He jogs regularly each morning and completes his homework before coming to school in the afternoon. Despite his hectic training schedule, Kalish's academic results are commendable. According to Kalish's parents, more than 3 top primary schools approached them to put Kalish in their schools. You see how they try to poach our children. I'm heartened to note that Kalish's parents strongly believe that in Woodgrove we are able to provide him with the best in education and what he deserves. And they have chosen to let Kalish stay on with us here in Woodgrove. When we started our DATE program, DATE stands for Developing Arts Talents in Education. This program was started in 2002. Our objective for this program was to nurture a selective group of pupils good in art. This has borne fruit today. The pupils have gone on to win national and zonal awards. For the National Grandparents' Day Card Design Competition, one of our pupils won the first prize and another a consolation prize for the lower primary category. For the National Charity Lunchbox Cover Design Competition, one of our pupils was a top prize winner and another received a consolation prize. At the Zonal Anti-Vandalism Poster Design Competition, our pupil received the first prize. At a recital competition organized by the Tamil Language and Cultural Society, our pupil was in the first place. For the N7 Cluster Malay Language Literary Competition, our school team won the top prize in the group storytelling category. And some pupils were also successful when they participated at the Malay dance competition organized by the Siglap South Community Club. They were awarded the top prize for Best in Dance Choreography. This December, along with 3 other primary schools, our school choir has been invited to perform in Bangkok in conjunction with the celebration of the King's birthday. This combined choir will be staging 2 public performances in Singapore at the sports school just across the road on Saturday, November the 26th. I assure you that this will be a show worth watching, and I urge parents here to support us in this event. Tickets are still available at $15 each at the booth set up outside the hall after the concert. To all the pupils who are receiving prizes today, I would like to congratulate all of you for your good performance this year. For the rest of you, don't give up, but continue to strive for better results, and you too could be a prize winner next year. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my vice principals, Mrs. Koh and Mrs. Tang, all my teachers, my OM, Mr. Lee, my ex-AM, Ms. Choi, who has left us for the corporate field 2 months ago, my new AM, Madam Fiona Tan, my office staff, and all the contract cleaners for their invaluable contributions in helping to maintain the quality of our institution. Without this formidable team, we would not have been able